please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, a public notice of this meeting has been sent to board members, all district schools, the Herald News, the Trends, the Record, Messenger, West Milford Town Hall, the County Superintendent's Office, the Board Attorney, and Cablevision of Warwick, and posted on the district's website. Copies of the board meeting calendar resolution were provided to all local media, Town Hall, Township Libraries, and all district schools. Roll call, Mrs. Francisco?
Mrs. Romeo?
Here.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Here.
Mr. Drew?
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Here.
Mr. Garino? Mrs. Fritz?
Here.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Here.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Here. Superintendent's report. Dr. Animo?
Yes, good evening, everybody. A couple of quick points from the superintendent's report. We have the 2019, West Milford won the 2019 Best Communities for Music Education Award again. There should be there should be something on the table over there. Just a brief history. This is awarded by the National Association of Music Merchants. In 2019, the Best Communities for Music Education program celebrated its 20th anniversary of honoring schools and districts across the country. West Milford has won this award consecutively since 2009. The Best Communities for Music and Education Award recognizes a school district for their commitment to and support of music education. Our program in West Milford was selected based on an application submitted by John Barnow, our music supervisor. This award recognizes and celebrates the commitment of school administrators, community leaders, teachers, parents, and Board of Education members who believe in music education and are working to ensure that it is part of a well-rounded education for all children. The award highlights music as a national education issue and shows what your school or community is doing to provide opportunities for music learning. So on behalf of the students and parents and teachers of the district, thank you to the Board of Education for your support, and congratulations to all our staff.
I think if any of you attended the All-District Band and Arts Festival, you will know why we got the award, because our kids are just doing phenomenal, and you get to see them progress when you sit there through the concert.
All right. And secondly, a monthly progress toward district goals. Recently, we've been piloting a program called Link It. Link It connects 3 district goals for us this year: one for math, one for English language arts writing, and a third one for differentiated instruction. Link It allows us to house all of our district data on their platform. In addition, Link It provides our teachers and students access to standards-based assessments, what was formerly known as PARC, and we can in turn use this predictive information to help improve our instructional process. In summary, Link It brings time-sensitive, real-time data to all our students and all our teachers. Struggling students can receive proper remediation. Stronger students can be challenged and enriched. Administrators can tailor school-level professional development activities for staff and make informed decisions on curriculum, budget, and materials. So we had a training, 2 trainings actually in April, one 2 weeks ago and one last week, where they gave us a pilot. We've been piloting it in various classrooms across the district, and we'll probably have an update for the board at some point in the near future.
I have a question. I don't know if this was acknowledged at our last meeting. I can't recall. But we had a culinary arts student who came in second nationally in a competition. Was that acknowledged?
Well, it was acknowledged at the All District.
But was it acknowledged here?
I'd have to go back to my notes.
Okay.
We could certainly bring that to
If
the
not,
next board
should
meeting
be.
next week.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Francisco, special report?
At the next board meeting on April 30th, you'll have the minutes from March 12th and March 26th for your consideration. And now it gives me great pleasure to present members of the North Jersey BMX organization. They like to speak to the board, give you a presentation, and try to interest you in helping them create a track for the community. So who's our representative?
Come right up.
He's sitting right.
Just gonna wait for the, I don't want to touch it.
I don't like it.
It'll fall down, something bad will happen. You can hear me? Okay, good.
My music degree.
Awesome. Oh, no, I can't see. Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight, and a special thank you to all the faces in the crowd here supporting us that have come from our town, as well as others. Can you guys all put your hands up so we know how many of you are here tonight? Wow, that's a lot. On a school night, nonetheless. Thanks, guys. I'm Lisa, one of the founders of North Jersey BMX. As a township and as parents, collectively we strive for better things for our children, better opportunities, better education, better recreation, and a stronger community. NJ BMX is here tonight to give you a glimpse of what BMX racing is about, why you should be interested, and how it benefits us as a community. BMX racing isn't only a sport for the racer. It's something the whole family can get involved in and participate in. We've seen racers as young as 18 months old on Strider bikes, and lots of parents out there banging bars every week, too. Our BMX families, some who are here tonight, travel with us weekly over an hour each way in any direction from northern New Jersey to a racetrack. As the years go by, we spend more and more time at the pump track in town, which if you haven't been to, it's a very popular place. I sit there and I always meet someone out of the area. The farthest I've met someone was from Pennsylvania. The next natural progression to the pump track would be a USA BMX sanctioned racetrack in town. So what does that look like? The perfect property to house this track is behind Macapin School beyond the tennis courts. It's my understanding that at one time many years ago, this land was supposed to be home to a soccer field, but due to unknown reasons has since become an unused and overgrown open field. The location is the perfect size to call the NJ BMX racetrack home. This track would be fenced in and gated, only open for sanctioned events, which would be approximately 60 races a year from around April to November. We are looking to utilize this property with the board's permission. Let's run through a typical race day. Practice begins about an hour and a half before the race. During this time, families will come and register and start to practice. After registration closes, motos, or races, are posted. There are 2 rounds of motos and then the main event. These races are categorized by age and proficiency. After racing is over, typically the track stays open for more practice. How can this benefit our community? First, it brings people from all over New Jersey and the surrounding states to our track. Families would come and race, then stay to eat in our local restaurants, visit the air show, go to the boat races, picnic at Browns Point, spend the day at Greenwood Lake, head to the pump track, etc. Secondly, it provides immense opportunities for volunteers. This is a sport where all of our volunteers always show up enthusiastically week after week to groom the track, stock our snack stands, sell merchandise, keep our loaner bikes ready for the riders who need them. The list goes on and on. With the addition of the NJ BMX racetrack, students who need Honor Society hours or a scout that needs a project can volunteer with us. BMX racing is also an effortless way to promote a healthy lifestyle and get kids off their electronic devices, which is something we're all looking to have our kids do. What most people don't know about USA BMX, it's also a big supporter of the STEM programs. The USA BMX Foundation runs 3 different programs: a STEM curriculum program, a track modeling program, and a Read to Ride program. Our kids need STEM more than ever. Recently I read that these programs are equivalent to the metal shop of older generations. There is also a special needs program that is gaining momentum called Pedal Pushers. This initiative is designed to help special needs kids get out on the track, further reiterating that no one sits the bench. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Insurance and what constructing this track will cost. USA BMX carries a $5 million spectator, participant, and public liability insurance policy. Volunteers and workers will be covered while they are on the track doing the build and during all sanctioned events, including practices, clinics, and races. Additionally, USA BMX provides secondary medical insurance to riders when necessary. In order to ensure this can happen, the track would have to be fenced in and gated. How do we achieve this? Fundraising, grants, corporate sponsorships, and town and county funding. Our organization, NJBMX, is a 501c3 charity, and all the money that comes in goes right back into the track. What will it cost? While I don't have too much time to go into great detail tonight, here's a brief overview of the majority of the larger expenses to be incurred. Using USA BMX numbers, our rough estimate for construction of the track is $125,000. This would include moving dirt, paving turns, a concrete starting area for our riders, a storage container, a mobile office trailer, and a perimeter fence. The actual design and construction of the track will be done at no cost by USA BMX, and much of the needed dirt is on site already, so this again will help reduce the cost of construction. Following our hopeful approval of land use, our 501c3 charity will begin to do our best to solicit materials for donation and volunteers to help with labor. Having a track closer would also mean that so many kids in our area would have a chance to practice during the week, something they can't currently do due to distance. Our kids are so excited about the possibility to have a track nearby that they wanted to tell you themselves how much it would mean to them. So if I can take a moment to introduce some of our BMX family, we have Jam and Joey Bufordisi. Come on up. We have Matteo the Chopper. We have Zaybird Salerno, Isaiah, Lindsay Delvecchio, Johnny Rocket Delvecchio, Dominic Bufordisi, Declan Donaldson, and who did I forget? Did I forget?
Gavin.
Well, Gavin's not going to talk. Gavin can come up, but he doesn't have to talk. Declan, can you tell us all why you're excited to have a BMX racetrack in town? Declan has raced with us once, and he really liked it, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, tell him why you want a track here.
It would be great to have a track here because a lot of kids here like to ride BMX bikes, and they would love to have a track near them to ride, and they would be really happy if they had one.
Thanks, bud. Isaiah, come on, bud.
My name is Isaiah Salerno. I am from Pompton Lakes, and I am 6 years old. I'm going to kindergarten at Lennox School. I also race BMX. I think it would be great to build a BMX track here. All of the other tracks are far away, and it's a lot of driving. If you built a track in our area, all of the kids from all over New Jersey will come to race. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joseph Bufordisi. My friends call me Joey, and I am on the Racer Army BMX team with my dad, brother, and many of our friends. I am in the 5th grade at Westbrook Elementary School, and I have grades of A's and B's. The reason I am here tonight is for the track. I am a serious BMX racer, and I love this sport because of the way I succeed as an athlete. Having a track in our town would be great because I can help my local friends learn the sport of BMX and be able to share our town with many BMX friends from other states and towns. Please consider North Jersey BMX and USA BMX to build a track in our town. Thank you for your time.
No. We had a speaker change his mind. Mateo.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Mateo Zuniga. I live in Montclair, New Jersey. My second closest track is Howell, but it would be cooler if we would have a track here in West Milford because it would be the closest. It would only be about 45 minutes, and for some people in the area who also want a closer track.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic Bufordisi. I am an honors student at Macapin Middle School. I am on the Racer Army BMX team with the rest of my family and friends. We have been working very hard to bring a new track to northern New Jersey, and I think that it would attract a lot of attention to our town. We have met many great people through the sport of BMX, and it would be great to meet more people here at this track. I love the sport because of the adrenaline rush that I get while racing my bike out on the track. So, it would be great to have a track nearby to race at. I really hope that we can persuade you to give North Jersey BMX a place to call home.
So in closing, I'd like to add that many community members have reached out to us offering their help in the areas of expertise to make this proposal a reality and to further benefit and strengthen our community. West Milford is our home, and we want to continue to see it flourish. Let's keep striving to make our community a place where people want to go to and to stay. A copy of our full presentation, along with more information about the USA BMX Foundation, will be available on our Facebook page, North Jersey BMX. You may also reach out to Mike or I or anyone who's spoken here tonight at any time. Thank you for your time and consideration for the permission to use the land. I'd like to now open the floor to any questions. Yes.
So it's not so much questions. I don't know if this is working right now. First, to the young man from Montclair, I'm sure your parents will be so much happier. And to all you kids that have cool nicknames, I have one too. Mine is Will. I'm trying to talk to you sideways. But all jokes aside, I remember the Delvecchio family from 2 years ago, and it's nice to see that you've kept up with the efforts. Obviously, you're looking.
Trying.
Yeah, it's always an uphill battle, but with this kind of a turnout, it seems like you have a lot of support on the side of having this track. And frankly, the spot that you chose, I'd love to hear more about it through discussions with the administration. So good luck, and I like the idea.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
The liability insurance, is that secondary or primary?
It's primary insurance, as long as the track is fenced and gated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think some of the questions that would be that are going to come up are about the insurance and about how the group goes about taking the land and doing what they have to do with it as far as the dirt and also if it's fenced in, like you said something about an office. I'm thinking
Like
bathrooms.
a storage container.
Oh, okay, what about bathrooms?
Most of the BMX tracks we go to have either porta-johns or they're on an existing recreation area and they have their own lavatories.
So something like that would be a
porta-john.
responsibility of BMX as far as...
That would be part of North Jersey BMX's responsibility, yes.
I have a question. Yeah. BMX bike riding. I remember my son as a child did it, and they looped and they turned around. They did all kinds of neat stuff.
Yeah.
And he did it in Virginia. That's how far it went. My question is this an all year round effort, or is it just fall and spring and summer?
So we just went to our first season opener in March at Egg Harbor Township BMX racetrack, and that was called the Jack Frost. That was beginning of March. So weather permitting, it can start as early as March, and as long as there's no snow on the ground, our last race is usually in December.
Wow.
So
okay.
it's a long, and then
Yeah.
you're talking one race a week and at least one practice night a week, and some of the tracks run camps over the summer and clinics and new rider clinics. So
Would you consider a clinic?
Absolutely.
Doing it? Okay.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I think what we're probably going to have to look at this in committee and
Absolutely.
talk about it.
Yep.
I mean, this is very exciting because it is a good opportunity for our kids and for our community to have something that brings people here that is using a piece of land right now that we don't do anything with.
Except
May I
park
ask-
cars.
Go ahead, Maureen.
Ms. Delvecchio, maybe you could explain a little bit to the board about what your original plans were and then how it changed from the Zenzo Pond area?
So we started when Tim Rotman was the rec director, and we went before the rec advisory board, and we presented this very similar presentation to them. And we were looking for land, and it seemed that the Nocenzo Pond Road soccer fields were being rehabbed at the time, and it would be easy to get onto that permit and go further beyond the soccer fields. And there would be a lot of land clearing involved there. There might have been a water issue there, and then Tim Rotman left the rec department, and then we were without someone for quite a while. So we kind of stalled, and then we came back when John Voley went in, and it just didn't jive, right?
And we were a little too late to piggyback their permits as far as the Highlands issues.
Because we were because it went dormant for so long without.
It went over so long, those permits were being closed, and we couldn't piggyback on them anymore. And from what Boley had told us, that the town wasn't willing to put tons more money into Highlands permits, and I certainly get it. So from what we understand is Board of Ed owned property is pretty much Highlands exempt. And in this location, we don't have to take down hardly any trees. I mean, some
There
little
are no
sapling
trees.
trees here and there, and clean up a lot of the brush. A lot of the dirt is on site already, so we don't have to truck, 3,000 yards of filling. It's already there.
So it's a lot less work,
It's a lot less work.
to get it up to
Are there
snuff.
permits that you're going to have to obtain?
I'm sure there will be bill permits that we need to obtain.
So anything that would be as far as a permit or any, that would be something that BMX would be applying.
USA BMX, yeah. mhm.
Nicole and then Debbie?
Great job in the presentation. I know you've all been really passionate about this for a long time, so.
Thank
do your
you.
best to help you work it out. But is there already an access to that field, or is that another element that has to be?
No, there's access.
There's access.
So
Yeah.
there's not another area that needs to be.
Yeah, there's a
No.
dirt road that goes up right next to the tennis
Yep.
courts.
Okay, so my question is about parking and lighting, is that, I know, you showed me on the map, I know what you're talking about, I've never been there, so I don't know, and I don't know with your events, if you do it at night, you need lighting.
So USA BMX, they work with us in conjunction with everybody else's race schedule in town, so there's not two races running at the same time.
Okay.
So we would like for it to be during the day, so we wouldn't need lighting
Oh,
per
okay.
se,
Okay.
That's something that we would hope for in the beginning. And parking would be along Highlander Road or on the way up to the track. It's wide enough where people could park their cars, so
And
it wouldn't,
hopefully the area is big enough where we can park some cars up.
up top, up around the track. Yep.
Not all the tracks have lights.
Not all the tracks have lights. No, HC doesn't have any lights.
Depending on the success of the track, we would look at lighting down the road.
Okay, but it's not a pre-run?
No, we
No.
don't need it to get
For now.
started.
No, we don't need it to get started.
Okay.
We do need electricity and water, which will be some hurdles we have to, so we'll do it if it's.
So we have a couple athletic fields up there, one artificial turf, one grass, getting equipment up there and back. It would not affect.
No.
There's a dirt road access right
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right by,
Our slide actually had the dirt road.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
highlighted. It looks like the letter P up
and
there.
see it, right in here. Yeah.
There's a dirt road that goes right up
Right.
behind it.
So yeah, it wouldn't affect the other fields at
It's
all.
much more fun to drive up than walk.
Yeah. I always end up walking.
Barbara, you went to check it out? Oh, yeah, I've been up there a few times.
So you did walk the property? and-
Yeah, we know it pretty well. Yep, we're pretty familiar with it. Yep.
Well, I think, does anybody have any other questions? I think what
I do. I
will
have one.
happen is we're going to have a discussion in committee.
Right.
And we will probably get back to you. We may even, I'm sorry, Terry.
That's okay. Are you planning on having a concession stand also?
Not sure, not in the beginning. I mean,
Okay. 'Cause I
bottled
just-
water, bagged, snacks in the very beginning. Some of
Who
the
would be
tracks,
responsible for that cleanup?
us,
You,
all
okay.
of us. It's all us.
Thank you.
During the presentation, you talked about STEM, special education connections, that sort of thing. Is that a collaboration with the schools, or is that run solely through the BMX organization? Is that something that we could be a part of
Yes.
through the schools? Okay.
Yes, so the Reeds, The 3 STEM programs can be run through the schools, and the Read to Ride program can be run through the schools or the library in town. So yes, it would be something I think would be really great for all of the schools to be involved in collectively.
Thank you for your commitment to getting these kids off their screens. That's wonderful. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say also thank you and great presentation.
Thanks,
And I think to reiterate, I hear you saying that this is to no cost to the board.
We just want to use the land that's there. You let us use it, we'll do the rest.
BMX is going to fund this entire project.
USA BMX.
And that their insurance would be the full liability.
If it's fenced and gated, yes, it will be their full.
Fenced and gated.
They
If
cover
someone's
it.
there when it's.
USA BMX is not funding the project.
Right, no, USA BMX is not funding the project. That would be
North
NJ
Jersey,
BMX.
got it.
From, where we can solicit funding from, grants, open space grants or funding, corporate sponsorships at some of the bigger companies.
That's something that you would be working on.
Yes,
surely.
yes.
And the fencing, gating, and locking, all of that.
We'd be
So all
working
you're
really
asking
hard
the board to consider is to allow you to use the land.
Correct.
Now, there is no, you're not linked to the rec department anymore. There's.
No.
Okay. So this would be purely, we would be dealing with.
With us, yes,
Through BMX New Jersey.
yes.
Okay. I would say that we'll probably just, I'm sorry, Steve, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I saw you there, go ahead.
One of my kids did this, and it's fun, it's fun for kids, parents, great exercise. I can certainly see why kids just love this.
It's great for, kids who aren't, they don't want to be on the football team, they don't want to be on the baseball team, but they want to do something, you send them up to practice one night a week and they race, and it's kind of a lot like wrestling and track where you're competing against yourself, but you belong to something bigger.
Aside from getting kids off electronic devices, let's say getting off ATVs and so forth, I'm on my property. It's such a plague. Illegal riders destroying the land, the noise, all the time. It's good to see some good pulse and exercise.
And we'll put them to work. They'll rake the track, they'll water the track, they will sell concessions, they'll cover the track, they'll, they all get involved. It's really, they will all sleep well, for sure.
And this is all bicycles. It's
Bicycles,
no
nothing
motor.
motorized, bicycles.
No motor.
Because it isn't an ideal spot where it really doesn't impact housing or,
No,
it's
right.
on a street that really isn't used.
No.
Other than for us. So,
Other than for school,
it
yeah.
is in a good spot. Anyone else? I think we will talk to you. I think
Terrific.
It's a matter of
Thank you.
discussing. We may want to see you at the meeting, but I think that, we're very excited about this, and we'll let you know.
Terrific. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for coming and supporting us.
Make sure your homework's done, yeah.
Even those kids from Montclair.
They liked it.
Great presentation. It's really good. They had the answers. It's a good attraction to West Milford.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, I think you will.
Discussion? Kate?
Although I will be voting yes on this, I would like to look to the future to possibly maybe move the Highlander Academy into one of our schools if possible. Although I know immediately that we have a contract, and I do think it's good to keep it there for next year, but just wanted to say that I think that's something to look into for the future.
Ray?
I was actually going to ask if we could table that, because I just had a few questions on that for executive session.
To come back and vote on it after executive session? We need a, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so item 4. So we're going to change the motion to 1 to 3 and 5 to 6?
So the motion now will be to vote on 1 through 3 and 5 and 6. Yes.
Any other discussion on the motions? Mr. Drew?
I expressed some concern about the contract with the Wallace. Mostly that has been allayed through discussions, but I'm still nervous about the language that's in there. There's no question those people are doing a great job with the property, but I'm really nervous about the potential to transfer control. I think the Wallace brothers wanted to keep that in the hands of the Board of Ed and the Town Council, so we could argue about that over the years, and I think that we need to do that because there are some very good uses that could be made of that over time. So I'm going to vote for it, but I still have some concerns about that language.
Thank you. Anyone else? Dave?
With the Wallace property, I had occasion to speak with Kerry O'Brien, the president. There's a lot of stuff still coming to my house, like insurance renewal. So we had dinner actually last week about issues. I don't think they are ready to take over any properties either. It'll be a long way to go. And we had a good discussion. They addressed a lot of my concerns. We had a good catching up on the properties. I'm very comfortable with that voting for the resolution.
Good, thank you. Anyone else? If not, roll call.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
This is 1 to 3 and 5 and 6?
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. Mrs. Dwyer?
Okay, I'd like to move items 1 and 2, and with number 2 amended. So. Who seconded it?
I'll second the second.
Any discussion on the items? I just want everyone to take note that graduation will be moved to June 19th, and Macapin's promotion ceremony will be moved to June 17th. So we are backing those days off the calendar, which will get us an earlier summer, and hopefully we'll not be sitting in the classroom in the heat this year. So I'd like to thank the administration for working hard to get this done, and I'd like to thank Mother Nature for not giving us much snow this year. Anyone else have anything? If not, Barbara?
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. The action here for the HIB will be after the executive session. Personnel, Mrs. Fritz?
I would like to move items 1 through 12 under personnel.
Second.
Discussion.
Just want to take a minute, obviously, to thank everyone that's on here, but in particular, Ms. Primavera and Ms. Cash for their service as principals in the district. We're definitely going to miss them.
Thank you. I also just want to thank Mrs. Van Brunt for her years of service to the district. She's been a friend for years, and I wish her well on her new job as being a retiree and probably taking care of her grandchildren. So I wish her well. And I also like to thank both Stephanie Primavera and Janet Cash for their service to the district. Anyone else? If not, Barbara?
Quick question.
Yes.
Item 12. Mr. Primavera, is he related to the
That's her
principal who's
husband.
bailing out on us? So he's staying? Okay.
They live here.
Yes. The community members, he's going to be a volunteer football coach.
Barbara?
What do you?
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Abstain on 4, yes on the rest.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. Okay, we're going to move into the workshop portion of our meeting. Operations and Finance, Mr. Guarino.
So I will say I wasn't at the committee meeting.
You want Alex to take it?
Yeah,
Barbara, you
so
want,
You want to take that, Barbara?
yeah, we did have a nice committee meeting a few weeks ago before spring break. It's been a funny month with the break, but
Yeah.
Barbara, we did work to get the budget down from the last time we met, or at least last time we discussed the budget, which would have been, maybe 5 weeks ago, at least discuss it here. So we did have a good committee meeting in early April. Barbara, can you give us just a brief overview? This is just a discussion tonight. We have the official public hearing next Tuesday, and there'll be a PowerPoint that we'll get to you ahead of time, which will have all the information for the public hearing. The nitty-gritty, we'll give you a brief overview tonight, Barbara, and it'll be good.
The committee discussed the budget, and they requested that it be under 2%. We came down to 1.99%. It meant a couple other cuts in personnel. It was, we took out the parking paving, except for the portion of the transportation lot inside the fencing, but we took out the other pieces that were there. And we also took out some monies from health benefits for the additional personnel that we were reducing. So we were able to get it down to 1.99%. Interesting to note that with our debt service, because our debt service also was reduced this year because we got more money from the state, and we also had some extra money left over from the project itself, which we are using to pay down the debt. The tax levy will actually be a negative number this year. So it'll be less than it was last year with debt service.
Anyone have any questions? Comments? Thank you, Ray.
So, just a question on the security service. So the $299,000 for
Right.
security cameras on, which is already,
Right. One of the things that we've been trying to do is get cameras into the elementary schools for security purposes. So Rob Winston was able to work with a state contracted vendor. Rob, would you like to comment on this?
Sure. We've working with a company called Dyntech. They're state authorized and they're under state contract. So what we did was we walked all of the elementary schools, which don't currently have any cameras. And we also looked at some strategic placement of cameras in the transportation yard and the administration building. And we came up with a solution that we feel is a good economical solution and a good long-term technology solution. It's web-based, it doesn't require a lot of in-house infrastructure to run, and because of the way it's designed, it's agile, so we can add and move cameras very easily.
and from the meetings that we had, the technology meeting a couple months ago, they'll provide inside and outside cameras, right?
That's correct, yes, in all key locations. So we're covering key outside areas like drop-off points, potential dangerous areas outside, slip and fall type of locations, and also areas where building principals have indicated that there's been vandalism in the past. And in interior cameras, primarily in hallways, and also in the multi-purpose room.
So my question too on this is there a way to somehow piggyback onto this with regard to the two schools where we have a big lack of cell phone coverage? Maple Road, Marshall Hill?
I think we've made a little bit, I think we've made some progress since the meeting, I guess we had in maybe March or whatever.
Some progress.
We had some progress with the
wireless.
The wireless.
The cellular service is the challenge.
Right. So the wireless will work Yes, the problem with wireless is when you pay $20,000 for a shared 911, a teacher isn't going to be able to go and remember to go to FaceTime audio to use wireless to use a shared 911. You can't use. I still don't think you can use the app that way. You need cell.
You need Wi-Fi or you need cellular
coverage. You need
coverage.
cell coverage, right? And you could check into that more, right? And we can have that conversation too. So.
It works with Wi-Fi or cell service.
It doesn't work on Wi-Fi.
In two of the buildings.
So right, Marshall Hill, we've got some dead spots, and Maple Road, we've have some
Not
spots.
the whole building, it's just certain
Right,
spots.
certain areas of both those buildings. And again, it's just because of, our terrain and where these cell towers sit.
Well, we increase the
Wi-Fi is fantastic. Yeah.
We do have some additional APs, access points, coming in. So we're looking to do a re-audit, basically, the Wi-Fi coverage in the buildings to make sure that we're not missing any, or we don't have any blind spots. And we'll fill those in as we do that. But I'm confident that if we can provide solid Wi-Fi coverage in all the buildings, that will alleviate the need for the enhanced cellular coverage.
Kate, did you have a question?
I was just going to ask, are these conversations that are happening in committee?
Well, they just had the first
technology
committee meeting.
Okay.
Committee maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, only because I would just have concern talking about safety plans and things that aren't working when it's being recorded, and I would hope that those conversations, with respect, like I understand, I was just hoping that would be discussed in committee and not known to everyone where it's not working or, because that's a safety concern and we want to keep, number one, our students safe always. So, thank you.
Any other questions, Nicole?
I'm just piggybacking on the cost of the cameras. I'm torn on it because I fully understand and appreciate the need, for the cameras. I think it's something that we do need in the schools, but I'm also sensitive to the fact that $300,000 is a lot of money in a very sensitive budget time. Is it something that we've already committed to and agreed to? Or is there a way to phase it over a couple of years, or maybe we're not spending so much in 1 year? We could do like phase one versus,
What we transferred, we had intended to do this year.
This is out of this year's budget. Yeah.
We got the state aid cut.
Yeah, this was really getting done mostly in the fall. We had a little bit of a change in B-bars to Robert, so it hit a little bit of a stall around the holidays, and then we picked it back up again.
Yeah, so we have money in the budget.
It's been encumbered for security.
We just wanted it to all come to fruition. So I think everybody would be a lot more comfortable if we had this, because I know even when Mr. Novak was the principal in UGL, we had issues with vandalism up there, and you have no way of knowing. And now that we've put a lot of money into McCormick Field, we're going to have security up there also. So, and everybody's going to be on notice.
Okay. There's always ways to do it piecemeal, but sometimes you lose the economies of scale, I think, if you do it.
I was thinking this was dollars for next year.
No, it's part.
It's money that we have set aside for this year.
Got it, that's fine.
Will?
I'd like to go back to the budget. Barbara, if you wouldn't mind, what did you say again regarding the tax levy and negative? The head spun a little bit, if you don't mind.
With the debt service being reduced, because we have less debt service this year than we did last year, that even though there's an increase in the overall tax levy in the general fund, with the increase in the ratables, there is a slight increase in ratables this year, and with the change in the valuation that the township advised me of, there's actually, it's $2.22 less a year. So it's still a negative number. It's not significant, but the fact remains that, from where we were at 2.9%, we've been able to tweak the budget, and now with debt service, because we added money to debts to offset the cost of debt service.
Okay.
So.
Now it makes sense. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any questions on anything else under that motion? Because this is just workshop, we're not voting on this tonight.
Oh, it's workshops.
Okay, education,
Okay, move to discuss items 1 through 9.
discussion. Anybody have any questions about the items under educations 1 through 9? If not, we'll move on to personnel. Mrs. Fritz. You have a lot of stuff.
It's a busy agenda.
Yes, it is a bit, yeah, it's going to be, and most of this stuff will be in our packet, right? The list, the names, Barbara, for all the renewal. And
Correct. There's going to be, if you see number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, it'll say see folder insert, you'll get that ahead of time. So if you have any questions, you can give me a call. If you don't see a name that you expect to see, give us a call. But we'll have that digitally and in a hard copy as well.
Move to discuss items 1 through 17.
Does anybody have any discussion under personnel?
I just have one question. I know the whole district there are going to be cuts throughout the district. Is there going to be a cut at the board office?
We're transferring someone.
There might be.
So is that
As of right
position
now-
eliminated?
We haven't eliminated.
As of
any
right now, no,
positions.
it may be down the
Okay.
road. We have to still work through a couple things.
Okay.
Because the compliance issues at the board office are not going to go away.
Okay.
Any other discussion under the personnel? If not, we can move on to policy.
What about, wait, we only did 1 through 17.
Oh,
70.
70.
Oh, all right,
70.
I'm not done then. I'm not done, wait a minute.
Oh, wait, okay, I'm sorry, that's what I asked.
I'm sorry, number 24, are those volunteers, before they actually get involved with our kids, is there a criminal history done and a fingerprint done
Yes.
before they actually step onto any of the fields or the courts or anything?
Yes, they say just
Okay,
the criminal
good.
background is the fingerprint. It's the same.
But volunteers aren't allowed to be alone with the kids either, right? I mean, it has to have.
Correct. We have
But I wanna
volunteers,
make sure
coaches,
it's
we have
done before they
volunteers for
actually
music
start.
programs.
Sometimes it's pending. Okay.
Well, we may approve them, and then pending, they won't go onto the field until we get the clearance.
Okay, thank you.
Kate, you had a question?
I just wanted to point out number 25 and say thank you to Dr. McQuaid. Again, doing things that are right for our kids when they're in a difficult situation, being able to have their own teacher possibly as their home instructor or whatever the situation be, that all our staff have that opportunity to work with our students. And I just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else, any other questions, Tara? Did you have anything else? Anybody else?
Steve.
Steve, I didn't see you.
Relatively quick question.
I'm going to get you a flag.
And I could use a soccer ref flag with that word. It's
One of those cards.
Not a horn.
No horn, no.
Why not?
Item 62, the stipend. We've got several that are a step plus longevity. Is the number out to the right? Does that include longevity, or is longevity to be added to that?
Well, it would say plus
I
longevity,
think it's
right?
plus. I don't think it's there.
So whatever
You look at the
longevity
you said
is,
62, the coaching stipends?
Yes.
I think that's the entire number.
I think that's
With the
everything.
with the longevity in it?
I think that's built into it.
Yeah, it's there. It's-
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Anything?
No, I'm good.
We're good to 70 now?
Yes. I don't know why I got 17.
Policy, Mrs. O'Brien.
Okay, we have a long list of policy here, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Multiple pages. Heavy duty.
Any questions?
Handle it. Have any questions? Ask. If not, it's okay.
There's second readings on the policies, and they're all revisions, right? And nothing that we,
Nothing.
other than the recording of the board minutes, because Barbara would like to not have to record those little tapes
Yeah.
anymore. So,
Let's get 21st century now.
And any other discussion on it?
I have a
Steve?
quick question. What are we changing about the procurement procedures for nutrition?
That has to do with the cafeteria, doesn't it?
Right. What are we changing?
I don't have the policy in front of me. The edits are on the policy. It should be in your packet.
On the policy itself?
Yeah. Right.
That's just a mandatory, it is a mandated thing. We actually approved it in April, in January.
Yep.
A couple months ago, and then the state made another revision. So
It's more of an updating information. There's no radical changes to the policy. It's more or less a,
We didn't seek
So we
the
didn't make
revisions.
ketchup a vegetable or something?
Well,
No, these are mandatory revisions.
I thought it was a fruit.
it has to do with procurement and how you
All right,
purchase
thank you.
things, like in total instead of like by building and things like that.
Any other questions? If not, we can move on to old business. Anyone have anything for old business? Will?
I'd like to discuss WordPress. I guess my focus question is, what is the plan with the building? Because I do recall that we were told at one point that the building utilities needed to be maintained at a minimal level, and then the utilities were subsequently turned off, which, just in my experience, I know that in a house, after 3 months of not living in a house, all of a sudden it's mold and the foundation's falling apart, and it's a bad scene. And having a baseball field behind there, football field, just a sports field, that's going to be an embarrassment. If it's not already, it's going to be in the future, and I would love to see us really kind of follow through in our discussions with what is intended to protect the baseball field and sell the joint and find a commercial realtor that'll do it for us, because we're not in the business of being realtors. And
Well, you can't use a realtor, you have to put it out to public bid.
then
So,
that's what I'm looking
but
for.
there's other discussions that are going on right now, and until we come to a decision on those things, there's, it's kind of like a limbo right now.
We're actually in meetings right now with the town council about an idea that has been put forth through the mayor. And we actually scheduled to meet now once a month with the mayor and council, with two of the council members, to discuss some of this. She was going to be reaching out to somebody that she had brought to us, and we were hoping to hear more back from her at the next meeting and see if the interest is there by this particular group, which would be a nonprofit.
You can share, I was going to actually raise the same question, I wasn't sure if this was the right forum or executive session. Can you give us more information on that in executive session?
Yeah, we can talk about it in an executive session.
Not much to talk about at this
The
point.
last thing is, would that involve us still holding on to the property?
No,
All right.
I don't think so. Well, yeah, it might.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We don't know what the proposal is.
We don't know how how it's gonna be proposed. That's
All right, I'm listening.
in executive session, we'll let you know. Any other new business? Old business? I'm already moving to new business. If not, we need a motion.
Motion to close all business.
second.
All those in favor? New business. Anyone have anything? Dave?
We touched on this a little bit after our goal-setting meeting of the loss of estate funding and pursuing, kind of legislative so forth. I would like to look at some more. I've done some work with the Economic Development Commission in town, for the town, some of the issues with the Highlands, where we go from here about maybe moving that forward. But I think it's something we need to do, especially if we're looking at $7 million down the road. I don't know the exact formula, but declining enrollment, well, that's one thing, and other areas here, we're pretty much stuck we can't build more, can't do anything, and so, consideration needs to be given to that. Also, with the Highlands Act, there was supposed to be a lot of funding and tax benefits to the town, excuse me, never really came to fruition, and I think we could work with the town for that. Of course, that would be increasing our funding. So I don't know where we actually go from here about the ad hoc committee or something, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. That was one of the things that I was thinking. I think we probably need an ad hoc committee to work on contacting.
Like I said, those volunteers.
Yeah, like those volunteers, which we already do. But yeah, that was something that we had discussed in the goal setting too, is if we could start maybe an ad hoc committee and have people, different members reaching out to the Highlands Committee, and maybe even Support Our Students was another group. And we do have parents who are interested and have asked us for information, so we thought once we get past our budget season, maybe we could start working on that. Yeah. But you did email me, and I appreciated that. I knew you said once you thought you had an idea, you were gonna. Yeah. Okay, so I think that probably we could come up with an ad hoc committee and make that work. Well.
I just want to volunteer myself to go to Trenton with whoever goes down too, because I'd like to
Sit on a committee.
sit on a committee, speak to the committee, make noise at the committee.
Boo the committee.
Yeah.
I'd like to volunteer Will to go.
Thank you, Ray. That was very nice. Ray volunteers well. I will put you down on that.
Find out when the committee meetings are.
Got plenty of volunteers. That goes out to the people out there.
Yeah, it should involve the community too.
Kate?
I just had two other things for new business. One, I was at Maple Road today, and I'm not sure how this came about, but it looks like possibly a dad who owns a landscaping business in town volunteered to mulch and put flowers and things, plants.
They did it for Earth Day, I think.
It's beautiful, and I just wanted to say thank you to Brian Generoso and his landscaping company. It looks very, very nice.
All right.
Great.
And the second and last thing I have is there is a meeting Monday, April 29th at 5 p.m. At the Highlands Family Success Center for the Stigma-Free Initiative. It'll be their first meeting. Everyone and anyone in West Milford is invited. They're going to be talking about what the next steps are in making West Milford stigma-free.
And that's at the Highlands Center?
The Highlands Family Success Center.
It's over by ShopRite there?
Pine Cliff, behind ShopRite.
And that's April 29th.
Union Valley Road.
Okay. Any other new business? If not, we need a motion to,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Time for public comment. Members of the public who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be first with 5 minutes for each speaker for a period of 30 minutes, and then time permitting, other public comment limited to 5 minutes per speaker will be allowed. Until the 30-minute time period transpires, all speakers are asked to give their full name, spell their last name, and provide their addresses. Speakers may not use the names of students during their public comment. Would anyone like to speak? If not,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we need a motion under education, Terry, for to go into executive session.
Okay, at 8:31 p.m., I make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing personnel appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, HIBs, and matters of attorney-client privilege. The executive session minutes will not be released until such time as the privilege or confidentiality is no longer applicable.
Second.
Okay, we will be coming out after executive session to take action.
All in. Aye.
Yeah, I'm going to go in.
Yeah, I just said it. It says voice vote. It says that.
Aye.
Okay, we will We'll be back.
I don't really have allergies. Like, all of a sudden, as I'm sitting here, my eyes are getting watery.
I thought you thought it was
I
later.
apologize. I didn't get a chance to call you today, which is why I wanted to do that. So.
Here. Mrs. Dwyer.
Here.
Mr. Greeno. Mrs. Fritz.
Where'd you go?
Mr. Ovchinsky. Here. Ms. O'Brien.
I am here.
Mrs. Van Dyke.
I'm here. Let's do.
Here's Ray.
Here comes Mr. Bergen. We'll do the HIB first and then go back to the motion form.
Okay, move to accept the recommendation of the superintendent to approve HIB 2019E8 as substantiated.
Second. Discussion? If not, Mrs. Francisco, roll call, please.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien.
Yes.
Mr. Greeno.
Yes.
Mr. Ovchinsky.
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz.
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo.
Yes.
Mr. Drew.
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke.
Yes. Mr. Guarino.
I'd like to move item number 4 under operations and finance.
Second. Discussion? If not, roll call, please, Mrs. Francisco.
Mr. Guarino.
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo.
Yes.
Mr. Drew.
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien.
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz.
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Yes.
Ms. Ovchinsky.
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
9:15.
All right. I'm gonna go home and, there's a show on Netflix called Fry Festival. It's about